Hi, my name is Fred Glick. I'm with Carl Strauss Brewing Company in Southern California. I'm also the incoming chair of the Restaurant Foundation and the CRA board. And I'm here today with Alicia Harshfield, who runs our foundation. And this is Ask CRA. So, Alicia, I want to ask you, I got to watch this behind the scenes because you guys were fast and furious. But during the fires, we had people from all over the country giving. How did you guys put together this relief effort so quickly to help so many restaurants and so many people so quickly during these fires?
Thanks, Fred, for asking. It was extraordinary. Just to kind of put some context around things, the fire started, on January 7th, and because through Restaurants Care, we have responded to natural disasters in the past. We had learned some things along the way. And so we immediately got into action. For example, creating the online application that was fire specific for LA County folks. Then we put together toolkits because we know people want to help. So a toolkit on how to help, and from everything from an in-store promotion to writing a donation to spreading the word through your social media channels. So we put together all of these tools, right? And within a week, we had opened the LA Fire Relief Grant application. And then within 24 hours, we had received 500 applications. So that's
Wow.
just 24 hours after opening the application. We knew the need was going to be really significant. And we immediately started calling people who had supported the foundation through COVID and other disasters to remind them that we are here, we are mobilizing, and we are taking action. Please help us. And the results were quite amazing of people remembering us, responding to that email, people finding us from other states. And so fast forward to months later, in all, we awarded $953,000 to 953 restaurant workers who were struggling
Wow.
to the fires. And really, we're talking about people that were trying to figure out how to make rent because their hours were cut severely. There were so many temporary, evacuations and temporary shutdowns and boil water restrictions. It just was so widespread and serious that we had a lot of people to help. And back to that idea of the community coming together, we had I think 115 restaurants in Chicago put together a fundraiser, and they raised 87,000 or so dollars for us. We had Brad Metzger doing a dinner called Chefs Love LA, which raised over $400,000 for us, and on it goes with just incredible support. And that's what allowed us to provide those 953 grants. And I mean, some of these are folks that worked at a restaurant for 20 plus years. Their children grew up at the restaurant with them, or their children worked with them on summer breaks as a bartender, and many that lost their homes too. So it was a very serious time. But what was wonderful is that because so many people came together for us, we were able to respond quickly and do so much to help. And I think what we heard from those individuals that we helped across the board was, of course, not only thank you, but receiving a grant helped them feel recognized and taken care of, and that the industry and the community they serve, the restaurant community, cares about them. And that is what sticks with me, is that we were able to really help people get through such I mean, it's not really over for a lot of people, but at least be an immediate resource and help.
Well, it's incredible that you were able to move that quickly and help that many people. But you're right, people in times of crisis, especially in our hospitality industry, like to give back, and it's good to have an organization that has a vehicle to be able to get the money to the help to the right people at the right time, and
Yeah.
that's really what the foundation did. It's just incredible.
Yeah. And we're kind of looking at a long-term recovery. And in addition to helping individuals, we've also have received funding to give grants to independent restaurants in LA County that were their business was affected negatively by the fires, closures, et cetera. And we are announcing awarding 253 $10,000 grants to restaurants in
Wow.
LA County. Yeah, so pretty incredible. And that's support from American Express and Postmates and FireAid. You know, the concert that came together so quickly in
Yeah.
January. We were one of the recipients of that money, and we put it to work. And it's kind of not, you don't always know, does that money make it to nonprofits? And they were very swift in getting that money distributed. And on top of that, we're still awarding our resilience building grants to restaurants outside of Los Angeles County as well. And that's another 231 restaurants at $5,000 each. And then this third piece of this, in terms of our phase of responding to the fires, is going back to those that have received a grant from us, checking in to see how they're doing with a focus on housing stability and the possibility then of a second grant to individuals. So if they're still experiencing housing stability, instability, perhaps they weren't able to find another job. Just on a side note of that finding another job, we had some individuals that, like I said, have worked for the same restaurant for 20 plus years, and they're in their 60s, and they're concerned with who's going to hire me now. I mean, they have a wealth of experience and still very vibrant, but that concern. So being able to again check in and see if there is a need for a second round of grants and to whom they would go to. Yeah.
Yeah. What a great cause.
I think it's important for everybody hearing this is to know that Restaurants Care is year round. We are giving grants to individuals all year long for life's moments, a car accident, a cancer diagnosis, an ill child, a family member whose end of life is happening and you're caring for them and traveling to their funeral, those kinds of things. That's the foundation of the Restaurants Care program. But it's been around for 8 years, and our very first year was 2017 and the Tubbs fire up in Northern California. So we had to learn very quickly how to be a resource beyond the daily ups and downs of life. The bottom line is we're a safety net. We're here to offer hope and dignity and care for the people in our industry who serve us so beautifully and might need some help to get through something that they're facing. So that's how we respond to the fires and where we remain ready to help.
Well, I love it. And we're going to continue supporting the foundation as well. So thank you for the answer, Alicia.
Thank you, Fred.